Hey everybody again, good to see you. I'm back. I was here yesterday for Ghosts and Demons, and today we are playing an arcade-inspired indie game called CometStriker. Hi Elrock! I hope people enjoy what this game has to offer, because I certainly do. It's not an arcade game, it never got an arcade release, but I do think there's a lot of merit in CometStriker in a lot of ways, as it comes down to being arcade inspired, in that we're going to do a few things with this game. One is a score attack run. So I'm actually the world record holder with the character that I'll be playing in both the easy and normal difficulties, and I'm second place on the hard difficulty leaderboard, so eventually hoping to get that one soon. But we're going to be doing an easy mode score attack with the ninja character, who is a melee only character in what is a arcade inspired, it really is kind of a arena shoot 'em up, I guess. So you'll see what I mean here when we jump into the game, but there's a few things I wanted to say about it just to preface what the gameplay is going to be like. On easy difficulty, we're actually going to start with all three power-ups that you can obtain throughout the game. You'll see them in bubbles as we go, but if you already have the power-up that the game is going to drop for you, you actually are given a gem item as a point item. And with multipliers, those can be worth up to 90,000 points. So the basis of the score attack that we're going to be running today is really a combination of speed and not getting hit. So in order to get an S rank on each level, and there are 5 in the game in easy mode, you have to not get hit at all, and you also have to finish each board or screen under par. So there's a par timer that you'll see in the top right corner of the game, right next to a little indicator that says par. So we're going to be going for speed and skill. The ideal run of this would be to go as fast as possible, obviously, and take 0 damage to your shield, in which case you can get that 90,000 point modifier item drop every time you open an item in the game. So there are items hidden in walls in some cases as well, and there are items just freely throughout some of the boards. So we'll be trying to do that. The world record for score in this game on this difficulty with this character for me is just over 27 million points, almost 28 million. We're going to be trying to eclipse that today. No guarantees, but it certainly can be done with a good run. So we'll be playing with I think a really neat combination of analog and digital controls. So analog for movement, digital for firing, or in our case using our sword. So that's what CometStriker is. So let me go ahead and pull the game up on my end, and we'll get started in just a second here, and we'll start the timer. We're going to be playing on easy here. So get ready for CometStriker. Thanks again for hanging out in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So no lore for us, but we do get a cool dash. And when you're playing on easy, because you start with a fully powered up character, you actually have 3 of them. So when you dash, you get iframes. So we'll be using and abusing that as we go. But you'll see enemies drop gems. So we're going to try to avoid damage throughout the entirety of the game, but also pick up all the gems that the enemies drop. So a lot of enemies will have things like revenge bullets or suicide bullets in some cases that you have to look out for. And there's different routes that you can take throughout the game as well. So, the route that I'm taking, I think is the best for scoring on this difficulty. That may or may not be the case, but it's the route that I've worked out. So, and I know Antoine, who actually ran Cotton, I'm pretty sure is listed in the credits of this game, if I remember correctly, as a beta tester. So a nice little tie-in there. Along with some other folks that you might know in the shmupping community. So there we use our iframes to get out of the way of that boss, and you can see just how strong our melee weapon is with the power-up to get that kill in really what is one cycle. The game will get more and more aggressive as we go, of course. But being on easy, it's not near as tough as it is on the other difficulties. I enjoy the game on all the difficulties, but when you start on easy, you can really see just how the game ramps up. It's like starting on, you know, a lesser difficulty for like GNGR, Ghosts and Goblins Resurrection, for example. A lot of people started on Legend and skipped the kind of the progression of that game, which I really appreciate the way they did that, and I think this game hits on it as well. So take a little time there, make sure we don't get hit. So you'll see that we're collecting what look like SIM cards in some cases to open doors to progress to the next board. In some cases, progression to the next area just means you have to kill everything that's in the room, like this one. You'll see the skulls on the door to indicate that. In some cases, it's collecting those SIM cards, so or key cards, what have you. Secret in the wall there, and we're on to boss 1 already. And if we get in front of this guy right away here, we can kind of do some nifty dodging and get a one-cycle kill there. So yeah, this game's very, very cheap on Steam. So if you're interested, I'd say pick it up and try it out. You can't really go wrong for when it goes on sale, it's barely a few bucks. So the key to the score attack is actually making sure that you get an S rank both in damage and missed par time. So no missed par, no damage equals an S rank. I get a 1,000,000 point bonus for that at the end of the level. If I take damage once or miss any one par, that bonus goes from 1,000,000 to 500,000 points. So absolutely important that neither of those happen through either of those throughout the level. So. And thanks everybody for the good luck as we get going here. GNGR is a great game. I really enjoyed it quite a bit and played through it on Night first, and then went back down to Squire and actually went back up to Legend after that. And I think all difficulties in that game are really, really interesting and a really cool way and paradigm amongst each of them to play the game. So I would recommend. I mean, my personal recommendation is don't skip any of the difficulties. Maybe skip the bottom difficulty, but the rest of them are all like super fun. So I really enjoyed it. But I think this game has a really fun mix of speed and skill and precision. You're gonna see me getting through these boards fast enough to just try to ensure that things that could damage me don't. So I'm going for quick kills in a lot of areas. Here's one right there. We just dash through everything, kill everything, and move on. So, and one of the other things is that the bubbles that I'm collecting for gems, they actually will despawn if you take too long. So you're kind of on a timer for those. So here's mid-boss 2, just Guardian Serpent, just hanging out. They want to bonk you in the head. That's actually the slowest of the attacks in terms of a kill. It's usually a 2 or 3 cycle there. Now we're getting to the part of the game where some of the enemies are actually going to take 2 or 3 or more hits. Most of the enemies to this point, because of how strong my attack is, only take 1 hit to kill. But That's why I find this character to be a lot of fun for a speed run and a score attack, because you get the best of both worlds there. It's super dangerous, but it's really, really neat. But you have to remember which enemies will actually take more damage in order to ensure, you know, you don't rush in and get caught in the face or something like that. So far so good, but we've got a long, long way to go. Take the bottom path here. Gotta make sure we don't get a little ahead of ourselves and make sure we don't take damage there. Oh, there's our shield loss. So the first shield loss of the run. I can pick it right back up here, but that's a 90,000 point loss for the score attack, unfortunately. But the good thing is, in terms of damage taken, I didn't take a hit point. I didn't lose a hit point, so it doesn't count towards my damage taken counter at the end of the level. Only if I take damage without the shield does that happen. So I still keep my multiplier at 9x, and we'll still get the full bonus if we get through this. And believe me when I say this game is much, much harder on the harder difficulties. This is a much more friendly run, and is a really good way to kind of learn the game. So yeah, speedrun of this game would be very, very awesome. I haven't routed it for speed, but I would highly recommend, if you're into the game, giving both the score attack run and the speed run a shot. So there again, we get an S rank on the stage and get our 1,000,000 point bonus. So we're at 7.23 million right now going into stage 3. Yeah, penmanship S, exactly. You have really nice penmanship. It's been another fun day of the Coin Op Classic. I really appreciate everybody who's been running this year. The chat's been great, so thanks everybody for hanging out with us. I've had a lot of fun just hanging out all weekend, so it's been a lot of fun. Back and across that laser. But, you know, so I know this is not an arcade game in, you know, in technicality, right? But we're playing on an arcade mode here, so in theory, you have continues, and this is a 1 credit clear. Like on the harder difficulties, you get a lot less lives and a lot less continues. So, you know, the game actually gives you achievements for 1 CCs. But with that said, one of the things I wanted to do this weekend was show off indie games because I'm really an indie game fanatic. Show off indie games that I think are a lot of fun that rival arcade games in a lot of ways and are inspired heavily from arcade games. So I thought this fit, and I appreciate the RGL team for giving me a chance to play it. So we're just moving through the stages here. Another secret here, 1 up. You have to watch those pink guys. They'll kind of ruin your day. We can dash attack that guy and slash him to kind of kill him quickly. Here's mini boss number 3. We get the worst pattern for our character because we have to melee. So this is the slowest pattern, but an easy one to dodge. The audio in this game is very, very good, I think. Alright, we missed first cycle on that guy. That's okay. Wait till those clear out. If you rush head first into those pink guys that blow up, you will definitely take damage with your melee character with Ninja. So absolutely a reason to chill there. This guy, you can actually kill his shield. There are later iterations of this enemy that you can't, that you'll see. And then, like I said, most of these enemies I'm killing so fast that we're not giving them an opportunity to do some of the things that they might like to do to make me have a bad time, so. Here's another one of these guys. We kind of bait him out going one way, go back the other. Take that gem with us. Move on. Here's one thing we can do for a quick kill on this guy. Oh, it didn't work. I didn't get enough shots in there. That's okay. We do that. The red portions are basically flames. If you fly over them while not dashing, you'll take damage. So hence, oh no, hence why I avoided them. This is a danger spot for us now. No shield in this room to pick up. But shield here before we go into the boss. So essentially I'm 180,000 points down from where I'd like to be, because we've lost our shield twice. This boss is actually a lot more annoying for ranged characters because he creates these barriers that you can't move or shoot through. Yeah, indie games absolutely have so much to add to gaming, and you know, I'm on like this semi mission to have indie games be their own category on Twitch. I think they would be awesome, but you know, kind of like retro has its own category. I think indie would create a following where if you had an indie game category, it'd be a lot better than trying to search for all of these games, you know? That's just my opinion, but I would love to see that. Maybe one day. This sand kind of gets out of your way when you dash through it or attack it. So we have to do that. Again, wait for those guys. We don't want to get too close. There's a focus fire in this as well. So if I hold fire, and this happens with all range characters as well, you slow down, your movement slows down. So if I'm moving normally, you can see that I'm a little faster rather than if I'm holding attack. So it's got, you know, shmup properties in just a 16:9 indie. And these guys are awful for my character. You can kind of dash through them though, and I lost a bonus there because I was not fast enough. So if you saw there was a bubble in the bottom left corner, I was unable to grab. So we lost another 90,000 points there because of that. But that's okay. Gonna wait for this. Do that. These bombs will blow up on you, obviously, if you're in the wrong spot and you're waiting over top of them. So that's why we do this here. You want to make sure you go bottom to top so you can collect the SIM card as you're kind of going. Go for the quick kill there. We got it. Before he can ever fire. These guys actually have reflective properties, so if you're shooting them with a gun, they'll bounce bullets back at you. Go pick this up. That up, and we are right about on our mid-boss for stage 4. Here's Gravity Anti-Lion. I like this guy, he's cute, but he gave us the good pattern. So I should mention that the boss attacks are all random. Like they are the same in that they'll do the same sets of attacks, but the order in which they do them is completely random. So you don't know if you're going to get the faster pattern, the slower pattern, what you're going to get when you enter the boss fight. These are the Big Macs. I think our buddy Scribble called them one time. They look like hamburgers. Wait for that, move it there, go down here. Want to try to get rid of one of these quickly, that way we still have time to go up here. And the reason why speed is appropriate as well, like the more speed the better, is if you notice in the top right corner, actually get a time bonus for every stage also. So it's not just about finishing under par, it's also about how quickly you finish under par. We'll lose those gems. Yep, we lost them. That's okay. But this is kind of like a cool mix-up between, this guy's gonna try to snipe me, cool mix-up between a shmup and an arena shooter in a lot of ways. I don't know, I really enjoy it. Oh, shit. When I saw the leaderboards were so sparse for this game, I wondered what the heck was going on. And I realized I'd like to show the game in the marathon sometime, because I feel like more people should play it. The music's really good. Here's our fourth boss, Junk Champion. He's got a lot of really annoying attacks that make it hard for our character to hit him consistently. That would be one of them. This also, you kind of just clear out of the way. Yep, he's doing this now. Now we really got to watch it here. I have to play very, very safely because I do not want to take damage. If you take one hit, you lose your multiplier. One hit while you're while you don't have a shield. So we got out of there with our shield, or no shield, but HP intact. So that was important. We keep our S rank. Lots and lots of junk in the trunk. I don't know why he's a junk champion, but he's dead now. Those are both great games. Yeah, I completely agree. Rolling Gunner. I have Rolling Gunner myself for the Switch, and I enjoy that game greatly. So we're on to level 5, and working towards the end of the game here. The par timers on this level are a lot more strict. There's not much leniency here. So we have to be pretty conscious of time. And your time between stages is really the only time you can rest in this game. These little green things are what's spawning those baddies, so killing those fast is important. We've got time there. All right, move over here. Pick that up. The gems are not automatically, they don't automatically go to your character. You have to be within a certain proximity of the gem. So it's important that after you kill something, you are close enough to it to get the gems. As you might have saw earlier, I missed a few because I moved too far away from something after, oh shoot. Yep. Whoa, okay, we barely avoided that after I killed it. Kill that guy over there. Go on this side. We're on the mid-boss of level 5. We'll see what pattern we get. This is the easiest attack he's going to give me. Usually on the harder difficulties, this will actually squeeze you in quite a bit more, and there are more of those big gray-green blobs. Oop. On easy difficulty, he only spits out one. So these silver dragons, they actually do a combination attack of the red dragons and the blue dragons. So, and they take more damage. So you want to get them out of there as fast as possible if you can. Pick this guy up. A lot of these guys are taking time. They take time to shoot, or they're trying to snipe me, and I just happen to be killing them before they have an opportunity to do that. This little guy is a hologram. You see I have to kill his box to kill him. And then he goes away. Pick that up. Oh, there's a sniper. But we can dash right through it. Wash ourselves here. Alright. 9 seconds. We're good on par there. Go back for this. Pick that up and move down. The gems will also follow you through the level. Oh, shit. Alright. Not ideal. But I can get a shield from behind this guy. You dash through that, pick up the shield, and you're good. Let that guy do that. Wait until after he shoots, pick him off, and then move on. Alright, we're getting very close to the end. You can see we had a choice of 3 paths on our final descent to the last boss room. And we don't want to go too fast here. There we go. Go through here. So we get just enough shots in to kill that guy between those laser pillars. Need to pick that up. Also need to pick that up. Nope. We let him get 1 shot off, but we're still going to be under par, so that's good. The thing I'm going to do here first is I'm going to open up this so I can get rid of that guy. Then we can take care of this guy as his shield closes. You have to watch the edge. Unlike earlier versions of that guy, you can't actually destroy his shield. So here we are on our way to the last boss. We'll take our last secret as well. These would all be power-ups if you weren't fully powered up. So. And the last boss is, as you might expect, a refight of previous bosses. This is the one we want. But it will switch. It will continue to switch. We'll see who we get here. We're gonna get Bubbles. This is actually really good for this difficulty. This is a very easy pattern. And that's the game. I think we're gonna beat world record here. Yes, we are. Yes, we are. That's gonna be a world freaking record. Oops. Let's stop the timer there. We get a 1,000,000 point bonus for that, and we're at 28,600. 28,672. Thank you, everybody, for the GGs. Thanks so much. But because we're playing on easy, we get the bad ending of our ship, ourselves blowing up in the institution in which we were just fighting through. And because they're so generous and kind, we can actually kill the credits if we really want. So my personal opinion is pick up CometStriker, play it, have fun, enjoy it. You get some art vignettes here on the side. You don't, it doesn't have to be a serious game, but I thought for this crowd, because of the mix of arcade and speedrun, it might be a lot of fun. So hopefully you enjoy it. You can even kill the bosses. He's dead, but they blow up, which is cool. So I know these poor folks and their enemies. The bigger enemies explode in amazing fashion, like our poor friend Guardian Serpent there. So, but as you move through, his sprite takes up all that space that nothing's coming up yet. there it is. You gotta love that. I think this game's beautiful, so I hope you all enjoy it. It'll go on sale for something like $5 US on Steam, so I would highly recommend giving it a shot. It's so cheap. And some of the names are fun. Robo Wing, for example, Super Hover Tank, and Reanimator, the last boss of this. There's Antoine. See, there you go. Last boss of this playthrough. So, and shout out to the people who did the sound on this game, because it's so good. So, and just for S's and G's, we get all S's. 21 minutes 25 seconds. 28,672,100. 28 million. It's a new high score, so that's going to mean it's a new. Switch over to the ninja here, and there's a whole bunch of characters in the game too. That's a new world record. Confirmed. We did it. So thank you so much, everybody. We'll go ahead and get switched over, and I'm gonna do a run of Surprise Attack for you. So thanks for hanging around. See you in a minute.